welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's video. I am sharing my luxury bag collection. I have been collecting luxury bags for a couple of years now, and I have a very minimal collection that I'm very proud of because each bag in my collection serves a purpose. For me, it's always been important to keep a minimal bag collection as well as be mindful when I'm making big purchases such as a luxury handbag. I do also have a few luxury handbag regrets that I will be sharing today as well, so stay tuned for that. I'm very, very proud of my collection, so let's get into it, and I would love to tell little stories behind each one. The first bag I'm sharing here is an Hermes trim bag. I bought this secondhand quite a few years ago. It's honestly one of my favorites. It's a really easy, nice, smooth leather shoulder bag. I really, really love the quality, especially of vintage Hermes bags. Based on the leather and the place where I bought it from, I think this bag is from the 90s, so it's in really nice condition for being so old. Like most people, I really respect the quality of Hermes bags, but I'm not a huge fan of the Birkin or the Kelly, you know, the classic favorites. They just don't really suit my style. So when I saw this style online, I knew that this was kind of a fun potential option to add to my collection. This bag also used to be quite cheap to find. Like, I think I got this for only a couple $100s. I think they have risen in popularity over the last couple of years, so they might be a little harder to find for that price. But honestly, this is just such a fantastic find for an Hermes bag, and the quality is amazing. I love this dark brown espresso leather. I mainly carry this one in the fall season, and it's just kind of like a really easy going around shopping kind of bag. Has a little clasp here, and I actually have had a few people stop me and ask me if this is a Gucci Jackie. It is not. They do look quite similar, and the inside is quite deep and spacious. There is just one little pocket on the inside, and it really just kind of suits my everyday needs. Love this gal. She's a great little collector's piece. The next bag that I'm sharing is actually one of my bag purchase regrets. This is the Chloé Marcie basket bag. I believe this is the small size. I saw this on somebody on Instagram, and I thought it was the cutest little bag. I love Chloé, and I really love the Marcie style in particular. I've kind of always been a Chloé girl. This one is really not a practical bag. It's super open and it's not very deep, so you really can't put a lot in here, and the stuff that you do put in here, it doesn't feel super secure either. It kind of feels like anyone can kind of stick their hand in there and grab whatever they like. Because this is a basket bag, it wasn't a super expensive purchase, but you know, for the amount that I use it, I kind of regret it. I don't get a ton of use out of it anymore in the summer just because I don't find it very practical. It is incredibly cute though, and it does complement a lot of my summer outfits, so I will break it out occasionally. Coincidentally, I have this other bag, this other little woven bag, and this is my most complimented bag. Every time I carry this thing, I get a ton of compliments. I bought this for $30 from Anthropologie like 8 years ago. And I found that to be a really good lesson for myself in that, honestly, it does not matter how much your bag costs. You don't need a designer handbag to be chic. Little message, I'm gonna keep sharing my luxury bags, but I'm gonna start with that message early though, because I do feel like it's an important one. That's kind of an interesting segue into the next handbag. This beauty, this was always my dream bag. This has been my dream bag for as long as I can remember. This is a vintage Chanel small classic flap. And what makes this one so special to me is that it was made in the mid-90s, and that's around the same time that I was born. So we're basically the same age. Do we look like twins? This is such a special bag to me. It is more of a collector's piece than anything. I bought this quite a few years ago, so this was kind of before the brand started doing all these crazy price hikes. I never wanted to buy this bag new to begin with because the vintage versions are so much better. The quality of the vintage ones, I think, is unmatched, really. What makes the vintage ones so special is that any bag from Chanel that was made before 2008 has this hardware that's coated in 24 karat gold. This is something that they stopped doing in 2008. It kind of has just like a little bit of a richer tone than the hardware that they use today. I'm not really a fan of the brassy kind of hardware that a lot of their bags have now. Mine does have like a little corner wear, but to me that makes it a little bit more special. I think this bag has been well loved and it has a good story behind it, and it's something that I will cherish forever. I do carry this one occasionally. I actually don't use it as much as my other bags. I think I kind of baby it a little bit, but overall just such a fantastic, gorgeous piece. And if you are a bag collector and you find a good deal on a vintage Chanel flap, I think it's one of like my top must-have recommendations. The next one I'm gonna get into is actually another bag regret. This is the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. And I bought this when I was a bit younger. So the backpack style I think was a little bit more suited to my lifestyle and also my fashion choices. It's very youthful and it's very fun. And actually it fits a lot of stuff in it. It's like a very, very big bag for the size. I think I can even fit like a whole water bottle in there if I want to. However, as I've gotten a little older, I've kind of fallen out of love with this bag. And I also just find it to be a little not practical when wearing. The straps don't really stay on my shoulders and it sits kind of low. It's on the tightest setting that it can be. Just not like the most practical bag in terms of longevity. I wasn't really thinking about my future self when I bought this bag. I was thinking about my current self. I definitely got some good use out of it, but it is still in really good condition. So I think that this is a good one for me to sell in the future. My final two bags in my collection are both mini bags that I primarily use when I go out at night. They're also my most used bags. I absolutely love mini bags. Something about them just really suits my lifestyle and also my fashion choices. I think part of it too is just being a little shorter. I find that they just proportionally look really nice with most of the things that I wear. This is the mini Jodie from Bottega Veneta, and this one is very special to me because this one is actually my only bag that was a gift. It was purchased in Italy and my husband gave it to me on our honeymoon. It was kind of like a little wedding gift, and I got it in this beautiful dark purple. We went into quite a few stores on our honeymoon in Italy looking for this exact colorway and eventually found it in Milan. There's just like a lot of really nice memories attached to this bag, and it also just was like a really fun trip. So I just always smile when I carry this one. Not to mention she's super cute and she holds a ton of stuff in it, and it's usually my bag of choice when we go out to dinner. I love her, and I definitely recommend if you're looking for a good evening bag, this is a great one to have. And it is recognizable now because I know this style in particular is very, very popular, but I do love that it has like no big logos on it. I feel like it really doesn't distract from the rest of my outfit then. I'm gonna finish this with my most used bag, which I don't know if you can even call this a bag. This is a mini wallet on chain from Chanel. So it basically is the size of like a large wallet. You cannot fit much in here. I can usually fit my lip product, a few credit cards, and actually my phone can fit in the accordion flap, which is kind of crazy. What I love about this bag though in particular is that not only is it super tiny, so it's really convenient to bring when I'm traveling, it can also be worn as a clutch, or because of the chain, it can be worn as a crossbody. So because of the crossbody and how easy it is to pack into things, I would say this is my most worn bag when I travel. No one can reach into my bag without me knowing. When I go out in the evening, I usually carry it more as like a chic little clutch. I'll demonstrate. I'll usually do just like, kind of like here, and kind of hold the chain. Kind of acts as like a little chic clutch situation without being like too bulky or over the top. That is my pretty minimal luxury handbag collection, and my one non-luxury handbag that taught me the best lesson of my life so far, which is that you do not need a luxury handbag. I would love to hear in the comments, what is your dream luxury handbag? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.